The theme play once through. Hello everybody, welcome back inside the Lane County Ice Center. Isaac Rosenthal joined as always by Brent Kelly. It's time for game 2 of the I-5 Cup. The Ducks defeated Washington by a 4-2 score last night. We'll take a look at those goals, the Duck highlights in just a moment. They came from Connor Rendell a second time, Connor Hornline shorthanded, and then an empty net dagger from Jack Garrity, and that was all she wrote. 4-2 last night. The Ducks got the win. It will be a slightly different lineup tonight, so let's talk about that a little bit, and it starts with Noah Rosenberg in goal.
Yeah, so it's going to start with Noah Rosenberg in goal. We saw Grayson Parks last night stand on his head. He looks like he's going to be the #1 goalie for the Ducks, but looks like the coaches are going to turn to Noah for this game and see what he can bring to the table against a really good UW team. Last night, Ducks showed we thought that they played a really good game overall, but talking to some of the players, like you said before the game, they kind of thought that there's room for improvement, that they can be even better last night. We kind of can see that in a little bit too from last night's game, where they could maybe be a little bit sharper in their offensive zone, a little bit better in their D zone as well, kind of making sure that the Huskies aren't in their D zone the entire shift, and maybe making sure the pucks are getting out deep. And yeah, so we're going to look for the Ducks to maybe sharpen things up and look to be better on offense.
So before we discuss what being a little bit sharper will look like, let's look at what the Ducks did well last night. Again, they won by a 4-2 score, and we're going to take a look at each of those goals. We just have the Duck goals and the original commentary for you, so we'll take a quick step back and we'll send it to ourselves last night. Here's the highlights from yesterday. Now, springing the other way, here come the Ducks. On net on Jarvis, they score! And it's 1-0 for the Ducks. Going the other way, Connor Rendell makes it 1-0. Rebound, no one there for the Ducks to slam it home. It'll come right back out to Harrison Cass. Yeah, long is the perfect word. One-timer goal! Again, it's Rendell.
Yeah, this line's absolutely clicking for the Ducks.
Trying to figure out why the Ducks had 4 out there. Short-handed chance. Hornline scores! The short-handed goal.
That probably has to be one of the best passes I've seen from the Ducks in a while.
Backhander. Knocked
Save.
away. Warren Berg. That's the one-timer. That's Garrity. That's a 2-goal lead for the Ducks. It counts officially as a power play goal. So that's how things looked last night. Connor Hornline with the goal and 2 assists. Probably the first star of the game, although Grayson Parks looked pretty good too. Who else looked good for the Ducks last night?
I thought Garrity looked pretty good too. We kind of mentioned him a lot last night. Long reach, standing at 6'2", really out there doing pretty well on both sides of the puck. I actually thought Fortney looked pretty good out there too. He had some key face-off wins there on the penalty kill, able to clear them right off the face-off as well. So, and then also Connor Rendell always looking good too. Set up, I believe 2 goals last night too. So yeah, him and Hornline are kind of becoming a great dynamic duo for this team on that top scoring line. So we'll like to see them to kind of lead the charge again on the offensive unit.
Alrighty, well, we will take a quick break here. The refs have just hit the ice, and the teams will be there to join them shortly, so we'll get our camera turned around so you guys don't have to spend too much more time looking at us, and we'll be right back with a little bit more pregame content and then face off not too shortly after that. Don't go anywhere. we've got Ducks, we've got Huskies, and we've got 4 officials. We've got 10 minutes left on the warm-up clock. Let's go through that Duck starting lineup again. We mentioned Noah Rosenberg will get the nod in goal tonight. This is not officially a Pac-8 game, neither was last night. Despite what we said in the YouTube video description, it gets a little bit confusing. The Ducks and Huskies play 4 times a year. Sometimes it's been 1 game of each series is a conference game. Sometimes it's just 2 games at one place. And what we've been told is that this year it's the 2 Seattle games. So these are a second technically non-conference game. But Pac-8 opponents, regular season games that count. This is Noah's first game action. We saw a little bit of him in the Generals series. He's a good netminder. He's a great number 2 option, and you know we love Noah. We were talking about this a little bit between ourselves pregame. That what Grayson Parks has brought to this team, he is kind of establishing himself as a clear number 1. But Noah Rosenberg and even Jackson Howery, not a bad second option for Coach Riley Orr to tap.
Yeah, definitely. We saw a lot of Noah last year. You know what he brings to the table, very stable. Him and Jackson kind of formed a little 1A and 1B tandem last year, but this year it's looking more like a 1 and 2 by the way of how Parks has played so far from the games we've seen him play. Just so it's technically sound in his position's been great, and that's no knock on Noah Rosenberg, as Noah's been really good in his career for the Ducks. But so this will be a good test for him too, to kind of see some great game action against the Huskies and kind of prove that he's still a great netminder for this team, and we'll look to see him to have a good game from him, and also look to have a good big game from the offense. From the defense as well, playing in front of Noah. So gonna look to be sharp all around for this team.
And then the starting deep pair tonight for the Ducks, it's going to be Austin Poltz, and making his 937th I-5 Cup appearance, Chris Stankovic, the other defenseman. And then the top offensive unit, at least to start, the 2 Connors, Rendell and Hornline on either wing, and centering them, Jack Garrity. And that was a great top unit for the Ducks last night.
Yeah, definitely. So they'll probably look to kind of continue what they came from last night as well. And I feel like Hornline and Rendell, they kind of look like similar players out there, but Hornline definitely a great passer, and even though he had a goal as well too, and we know what Rendell can do from last year, so definitely building off some good momentum from last year and last night. And that top unit is going to be quite the line to watch for the rest of this game.
For the Huskies, it will be Ben Jarvis in goal, Consta Jask and Jay Despande on D, Ethan Stark, Christian Cinderella, and Connor Nels, the top offensive unit for the boys in purple. Coaches tonight for the Ducks, head coach is Riley Orr. He's assisted by Cooper Lim, Trevor Schott, and Christian Vivian. Sam Rosenberg is the Ducks general manager. For Washington, Matt Cleaton, the head coach, Phil Higgins and Chris Studioso, his assistants. James Feldman is the goalie coach. Tony Stricker is the Huskies faculty advisor. 6 minutes left before we get to anthem times. In this one, give me 1 or 2 things you're looking for from the Ducks tonight.
I think just to be a little bit sharper on offense, and I think that kind of starts from that top line with Garrity, Hornline, and Rendell. They each kind of bring something different to the table, so if they can kind of start the offense going, that'll allow the depth players to find their game and have them go as well. So, and then we also kind of touched at before the game that we thought that they played a pretty decent game. A win's a win, but this team is looking to always do better every game and improve their game. So we'll look for them to maybe be sharper on offense and defense and just kind of fine-tune some things. But we also know from these I-5 Cup games that they can change in a hurry, and we definitely saw that change in momentum last night as well in the third period. The Huskies were definitely making a big push, but the Ducks were able to hold on. So maybe just trying to prevent the Huskies from making any type of push too will be another big key to the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you say though a win's a win, but this is a conference that's getting stronger by the minute, and we saw Western Washington last night played Eastern Washington very well. We talked a little bit yesterday. We sort of made it seem that Western wasn't going to be quite on the level that Eastern Washington and Boise State were. They played each other very competitively yesterday, and then the teams added in the South Division, they're going to be very good as well. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll come back and break down a little bit more of the Ducks' schedule the rest of the way, and then we'll have some more hockey for you. Don't go too far. inside the Lane County Ice Center. Almost time for the anthem. So as promised, though, before we get there, let's talk a little bit about the next couple of games for the Ducks. They'll have Washington State at home next weekend, and then Boise State at home the weekend after that. Two very different opponents. Anything you're going to be looking for in either of those series?
Yeah, definitely. I think we saw how good Boise State's going to be, and those next two opponents definitely going to be interesting tasks for the Ducks. I mean, it's good that the Ducks are having such a good opponent in UW playing this weekend at home, and I think it's going to be good for this team to kind of go back on the road. We saw them go back on the road last week, to go back after a solid weekend here and kind of continue what they've been doing and see if it can carry on the road.
The Ducks are going to have almost a month off in terms of home games after those two series. They'll be at Western Washington November 9th and 10th. And then it's a huge trip to the Bay Area. November 15th, they're at Cal. November 16th and 17th, they're at San Jose State. And then on November 18th, they go back across the Bay Area and finish up their second game with Cal. So a really tough four-game stretch in 4 days there for the Ducks, and then they host Western Washington November 30th and December 1st to round out their games for 2018. Boise State, San Diego State, Washington, and Santa Rosa Junior College, a out-of-conference opponent, round out the home schedule there for the Ducks, and then the Pac-8 playoff set for February 8th and 10th in Lake Tahoe. Just going through getting our starters announced here, and then we'll have the anthems for you. As we said, Poltz, Stankovic, Rendell announced for the Ducks, and Connor Hornline as well. Jack Garrity rounds out the five offensively. And Noah Rosenberg with his first regular season start of the season in goal for the Ducks. So all set for puck here. Any final thoughts for us before we turn to the ice?
I think just the Ducks just got to stick to their game plan and, close it out with a big win and, go 3-0 against the Huskies in all sports this weekend.
Would feel pretty great, and as we said, if you can sweep the home half of the I-5 Cup, you're in a very good position. One last quick rundown for anyone new to the I-5 Cup. It's a 4-game series, so if there are 2 wins for each team, then after the conclusion of the 4th game, they'll hold a shootout that doesn't actually count for win-loss in the standings. but it does count for everything in terms of the I-5 Cup. Of course, nobody wants to have to go to the shootout. Still a lot to play for the Huskies in this game, and everything to play for the Ducks, looking to go up 2-0 in the I-5 Cup, looking for the first time they get that particular trophy home since the 2014-15 season. Garrity digging in for the face-off against Cinderella. And underway in game number 2 of the I-5 Cup. Puck immediately will trickle into the Husky zone. Garrity will pressure the Husky defense behind their own net. Now they look to break out, pass a little bit out in front of Nels there, and it'll be set down the other way. Stankovic in the corner. It's a touch to it for Horneline. And now it'll roll to the other corner. Good solid possession for Garrity, and then he finds Horneline. Horneline, little bit of trouble controlling it, but eventually does get it cleanly on his stick. Finds Connor Rendell. Rendell trying to center for Horneline over his head, and Warren Berg watches it go by. Line change at the right time, and 11, I think, is power. Excuse me. Numbers this weekend a little bit different than...
He's hard to miss out there.
Yeah, he's a big dude. A lot of size on that blue line for the Ducks team. A lot of new blood as well. Coach Riley Orr and Cooper Lim did a great job recruiting this squad. Kind of a word that hadn't necessarily been used with Duck hockey too much in the past, but a bona fide recruiting class now.
Feels like they just turned the lights back on. Much brighter now.
Skirmish in front of the Ducks bench. Puck will roll behind Noah Rosenberg's net. And on the breakout, good long pass for Nathan Lutz, but at a disadvantage there numerically. Rolls around the near side boards all the way into the Duck zone. That's Freitag for the Ducks. Threw a couple of skates and then has it taken away. Given right back to the Ducks in the center of the Husky zone before it's sent through the neutral zone. Little bit of sloppiness from both teams so far, and we got our first penalty coming up. It's going to go against the Ducks.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2 for hooking. Probably right along that board. Yeah, looks like it's going to go against Luke Chamberlain. So already an early advantage for the Huskies, and they're going to look to try to pot one on the board, and Ducks will look to clear the puck and escape with no goals on the board.
So it's a big test for Noah Rosenberg in goal.
Yeah, huge test. Already face a power play this early.
We talk a lot about how your goaltender sometimes has to be your best penalty killer. And though the Ducks are a little more solid defensively than they've been in the past, Grayson Parks was certainly tested killing penalties last night as the Ducks get a good clear.
Yeah, it was a good block right there on the Ducks D, and we saw a lot of shot blocks in the third period, so we'll look to see that continue that trend tonight.
Here come the Huskies on the power play. Shot from the circle, sicked away by Rosenberg. That was Konsta Jask with the shot for Washington. Right to the slot. The shot goes wide. Best chance of the game so far for the squad from Seattle.
Yeah, good grade A opportunity right in the slot, and your blocker, Rosenberg, got the blocker on that.
1 minute gone on the minor to Chamberlain. Shot well wide from the Huskies, goes all the way back to the blue line. And now they'll get set up on their power play. Power working good job to use that stick and avoid any kind of a tripping penalty. All the way to Deshpande, then across ice from the high slot, and it's blocked. Another shot sent through and well wide. Chamberlain standing in the box now with 30 seconds left on the infraction. Circling and blockered aside by Rosenberg there. That was Jonathan White, who, as we learned last night, is not the same person as his brother J.D. White.
Yeah,
Buck out of play there.
Rosenberg tested early, had to make a big blocker save on White, and there's a little bit of room there, and Rosenberg nice and aggressive to the side of the crease and able to get a blocker on that.
Backhanded, almost cleared. Now it is, and now here comes Hornline short-handed for the Ducks. Now we're back to 5 aside, right in front, and nearly a shot. Holtz with it in his own zone. Backhanded forward for Rendell. Rendell, great pass to find Garrity onside. Garrity, it's a shot off, and it's deflected up into the netting. Nice job there from the Ducks to create a shooting opportunity, some crisp passing.
Yeah, the Ducks come out with their first scoring line right after the penalty kill to try to catch the Huskies off guard, and got a few good chances right off that shift.
Garrity wants that puck himself off the face-off. Now he'll poke it for Hornline, taken though by the Huskies. They try and break out. Ethan Stark's pass deflected, and Washington has to take it behind their own net again. Pickpocketed by the Ducks. Chance for Hornline. Puck still loose in front. Rendell was there. Excuse me, it's Garrity. Garrity also in the hard to miss category. Ducks taking it behind the net, trying to center for Rendell, deflected away. Good look from the Ducks. Starting to look a little dangerous here. But now the puck will squirt out, and it's going to be sent the length of the ice, and it will be icing against the Huskies with 14:32 left.
I just talked about that first scoring line for the Ducks. They come out with a lot of good chances, a lot of cross-crease passes, about 2 or 3 on that shift alone, and just couldn't find the backdoor guy. And so that's probably something they're going to look out for, is a lot of cross-crease passes and backdoor plays.
Behind the net, Ducks trying to set up to Power at the blue line. Power, long shot. Oh, looks deflected and dangerous there for Jarvis momentarily. Don't think that's what the Ducks were really going for when that sequence started, but
and that Power shot just kind of snuck its way through, and Jarvis had no idea where it was.
Harrison Cass gets to that one, but just outside the blue line, so the Ducks will reset and get back on side. Warren Berg now flipped forward, looking for Cass, but miscommunicated, and taken by Washington. Sent in, Power got there. Trying to backhand it through the neutral zone was Chamberlain. Or Charnholm, excuse me. Make that correction on my roster. Jammerin for Washington tried to get it across the middle. It was taken away by the Ducks and knocked down right in front of the Husky bench, and then tangled up with, I think that was Uloa. Covered up there by Rosenberg.
Yeah, it looked like Uola was tangled up by Jarman right in front of the Husky bench. And we did see actually a lot of coincidental penalties last night, so kind of, I mean, that nothing there kind of warranted a penalty, but you know, like, would have continued, probably would have got 2 off for roughing maybe.
Estrada going for the big hit there. He had Ryan Jammerin in his sights. Taken by the Huskies off the save rather. Setting up, good movement. Shot goes wide though. Derek Armstrong in the corner. Armstrong, one of Two law students for the Ducks, both defensemen, himself and Harrison Cass. Ducks with possession off the faceoff back in their own end. It's Hornline going behind his own net. And then Hornline has it taken away by Cinderella. The shot wide from the Huskies. That was Ethan Stark. And then Stark goes for the big hit. Missed his man. Garrity chasing it into the corner. Now Hornline will get there for the Ducks. Hornline leaves it for Jack Garrity, who still has it at the top of the faceoff circle. Gets it across to Warren Berg. Now down low for Rendell. Back to Garrity, but it's taken away by the Huskies, and they move in transition. 12:01 left officially, and they go just offside.
Yeah, I think that last shift, a few turnovers in the Ducks' own zone, and just the Huskies shot it wide, so Ducks want to kind of clear that up. Make sure you clear up stuff in your own zone before you head up on offense.
There is Stankovic for the Ducks. For Cass. And
some good stick handling
there. Penalty is coming up. It's going to go against the Ducks, it looks like. Hooking.
Yeah, it's like going to be another hooking call. Looks like it'll be against 27, Charnholm. So 2 power plays so far in this game already for the Huskies. And they'll look to try to, put one up on the board.
Jeroman for the Huskies at the blue line. One-timer from the face-off circle. Goes wide. Jeroman able to keep it in. Stankovic tries to chop it. That one only as far as Christian Cinderella. And now another penalty coming up. Called by the referee 100 feet away.
Looks like it'll be against the Huskies for holding.
And we are going to go back to 4-on-4. We saw plenty of 4-on-4 yesterday.
Yeah, looks like they got 23 for the Huskies. That's, 13. Connor Nels. So 4-on-4 for about, a minute 30 for the Ducks, and then 2 minutes for the Huskies. So the Ducks will have a little bit layover time with power play after this opportunity here. So a lot more open ice out there to skate and stick handle for both teams.
Fortney in for the faceoff, knocked it back, but no one was able to collect it for the Ducks, and it springs Christian Cinderella the other way, and his shot into the equipment of Noah Rosenberg. Solid positioning.
Yeah, he's had to be tested quite a bit so far, and he's been up for the task, and looks to be moving well out there from post to post.
Warren Berg backhands that one. Nick Power there for the Ducks, and Power will come away with it. Tries to send it up ice for Cass, but puck never got to him. Starting behind their own net again, it's Berg for the Ducks. Berg, real confident defenseman with the puck. He'll send it into the corner for Uloa. And Uloa back across to Power. Power back to Berg. Thought about the shot, instead left it for Lutz there. And back to Fortney. Berg with the shot, and that may have glanced the post. Another save knocked away by Jarvis. 35 seconds left of 4-on-4, and then the Ducks will have about 30 seconds of time on the man advantage. Backhanded wide there. Here's Lutz for the Ducks. Lutz with Dylan Conway there, sends it wide. 10 seconds left of 4-on-4. Ducks will have a chance to get a power play unit on the ice. And Noah Rosenberg wanted icing, and I thought that I saw the linesman with his hand in the air, but there's no whistle.
Yeah, Noah thought there would be an icing too.
So I know it says 4-on-4. We've got only 10 seconds left. We're just going to keep it that way. But the Ducks actually on a 5-on-4 power play, and that's going to do it for that one as it sent the length of the ice. And now back to five-a-side hockey. The very abbreviated power play for the Ducks yields no results. That one too far past horn line. Here's Garrity with a shot and a save made by Jarvis. 8:49 left first period.
Yeah, Ducks couldn't really generate anything off that abbreviated power play. But they've had their chances for both teams so far, but no one's really had a stranglehold in terms of offense.
Garrity in possession for the Ducks. Back from Derek Armstrong, who sends it into the corner. Hunter Rendo paid the price there. And then 7-on-7 crime as Ethan Stark runs into Brian Freitag. The Ducks will come out of it with possession. Horn line and just tried to go through the forest, had it taken away from him. But puck ends up on a Duck stick. And the shot there forces a save from Jarvis again, but he's been equal to the task.
Yeah, Jarvis was really busy last night and having to get some good opportunities tonight too. He's able to turn that one away.
Deshpande starts and stops behind the Ducks net, and coming to meet him was Fortney, and then Harrison Cass, I think, got more of Fortney than he did of Deshpande there. Huskies will get it across the blue line onside, and they set up in the attacking zone now. There's another big hit attempt, but it was
no whistle.
No whistle, yeah, there's some
real late whistle. Yeah, Rosenberg thought he had that puck covered up. And it looked like he did for a while, and there's this kind of a skirmish in front between Power and I believe that's also Friedman as well.
Mason's been involved in a few of those net battles and over the years. Not his first I-5 Cup either for Washington. 5'9" senior out of San Ramon, California. But the referees are just going to chalk everything up to hockey, and no penalties called on that play. Huskies will come away with it briefly off the faceoff, and then it's batted the other way by Charnholm. It's actually going to set up Harrison Cass. Cass moving in front. Save made. Rebound is there. Sent wide. Power. Good pressure forces the dump in from Washington. Holtz will absorb the contact. And now here's Power. Power's got a step. He'll take it across the blue line. He fires a shot and a glove save from Ben Jarvis. Washington-born product for the Huskies, Ben Jarvis. Hometown listed as Federal Way, 5'10" junior. Nathan Lutz plays it off the boards to keep it alive. And then Conway goes into the corner. Conway back trying to get it to Luke Chamberlain. It'll slide back up to the point for Stankovic. Stankovic tried to get it on goal. I think it was blocked halfway through and sends the Huskies the other way. 6:43 rather left in period number 1. Battling for it in the corner, glued to the ice momentarily before Conway's able to get it away. Little dangerous to stick handle it right into the middle of the ice, but Ducks got it out of the zone before Washington takes it right back. Bodenstab looking for Washington behind the net. Relays a hit. Conway working on it in the corner now. Jeroman from the point. Shot was well wide and hit Chris Stankovic in the skates. Nathan Lutz picks it up behind the Ducks net. Lutz will try and use the boards to move it out, and finally it gets out of the zone, but the Huskies rather will dump it right back in. Ducks get a couple of fresh skaters out. And another missed pass, trying to find Cass. Got it to Jerome and just barely kept in the zone. Now the Ducks with it again, though they can't get it out of the zone. Yeah. Taken right back by Nels with Stark at center ice. Stark in the slot. Pass goes wide of him. Back to Jeroman. Behind the net. Huskies trying to center and set something up from behind the net. And players got tangled up there. Allows the Ducks to get sent the other way, and they'll just take a shot right at Jarvis, right into his equipment. He makes an easy save, but we'll get a face-off at the other end of the ice. That was a good shift for Washington.
Yeah, that last few shifts were all Washington there. Good thing Estrada just took a quick shot on goal to get the whistle because they needed to change badly. They are being really outplayed in their own zone, and too many turnovers right along the blue line trying to get the puck out, and Washington was capitalizing on those and just keeping the Ducks in their own zone.
And that one goes the length of the ice for icing. Spencer Warren making the argument for Washington that he should have had a chance to win that race. But on the scale of icings that we've seen called that shouldn't have been, that one doesn't really register. That's the fair icing.
We've seen a lot of icings that are always up for debate. For both teams.
Well, they are going to move it back to center ice.
Yeah, looks like the refs did have a debate on that one and decided it was worthy of a center zone face-off.
So credit to the referees, I guess. They feel they made a mistake. They want to get it right. Ish. And here comes Washington. Washington has had, I think you'd say, more of the puck tonight so far. Mason Friedman in the slot, knocked off the puck. And now here come the Ducks with some speed. Hornline. Rendell shot wide. Back to Hornline behind the net. Still with it, Rendell now waiting, and then the shot and saved by Jarvis.
Yeah, that play started off with Friedman of the Huskies trying to cut his way into the slot, and that big long reach of Garrity was just able to neutralize that, and then off the other way, a 3-on-2 with Rendell and Hornline coming down, and they had a good shot of their own.
Huskies will take that puck. They'll send it down the length of the ice, and no whistle for icing there. It's just past 4:20 left in the first period. Into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Charnholm there. Moving in, backhander on Jarvis, and he makes the save.
Yeah, looks like it's the Ducks' turn to kind of answer back the Huskies, because the Huskies have been using a lot of their speed in this first period. They've kind of been, like you said, time of possession has been in their favor, but Ducks kind of turning that tide a little bit.
Charnholm had that puck get to him off of the face-off win from Fortney, who's really becoming something of a face-off specialist for the Ducks. That one, I don't know if you'd call it a shot or a pass, but it went right to Jonathan White's stick for Washington. And now here come the Huskies again. Bodenstab with number 19, Thomas Matthew, in the middle. Couldn't find him. The Ducks take it away. 3:35 left officially in the first period. And again, another sloppy touch in the neutral zone. And the Huskies are going to come away with possession as a result of it. Connor Nels for Washington. Right through the neutral zone, trying to get around Derek Armstrong. Instead, he'll go all the way behind the net, then center it for Ethan Stark, who fanned on the shot. And a whistle and a penalty.
A hooking call. It looks like
it's Ethan Stark.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go against UW. UW came with speed, and the Oregon defense were just backing away. They weren't challenging at all. And we saw the opposite of that last night, where the Ducks were really challenging at their own blue line for the Husky players that were trying to come in. And so far tonight, they're not being as aggressive on defense, and Huskies have been coming with more speed. But luckily for them, they take a hooking call. So Ducks will get a good power play to basically round out the end of the first, because only 3 minutes left in the first.
Call it 3:13 officially left in period one. Warren Berg at the point for the Ducks on the power play. Looking to be a little more lethal on the power play. They showed some good moments of passing last night and in the Eastern Washington series as well up in Cheney, and that's offside.
So the Ducks coaches are telling Berg to move his feet in the neutral zone, so you don't have to fumble the puck right along the blue line. So getting coaching right from the bench right away.
Well, that is what they're there for. We've talked a lot about Cooper Lim and Riley Orr. And now Trevor Schott's back there as well, and they've brought Christian Vivian in as well to coach the defense and the goalies. And really, it's a staff effort now in a way that it just has not been in the past for this program. And you can see the improvements that they've been making, even though we're still very early in this season. Here's Hornline. Hornline thought about a shot, then thought better of it. Tracks back to the point, slides it across for Berg. Berg tried to get it to the middle. It was deflected, but not kept by the Huskies. Garrity with the shot, and Jarvis will blocker that one into the corner. 52 seconds left on the man advantage. 2:05 left in the first period.
Yeah, Garrity went from backhand to forehand and tried to rip it far side, and puck deflected out of play. So second power play unit on for the Ducks, and we'll see how well they execute this power play.
Here's Power now at the point. Slid across for Poltz. Poltz tries to send it down low for either Fortney or Lutz, but both of them taken out of the play. Now Nathan Lutz. Back up to the point for Power. Sent through, rebound, scores! No rebound at all there. I think that just went in off the post. And the Ducks take the 1-0 lead with 1:43 left in the first period. The goal coming on the power play.
Yeah, great shot from Lutz just at the tail end of that power play. And I think, I don't know if Lutz got a touch on it, but he was in front. But Power with a great shot from the point. And what a way to close out the first. I mean, there's only 1:41 left, but great to get on the board for the Ducks. And we'll see if they give it to Power or Lutz.
We'll wait. We'll let you know the announcement just in case you can't hear the PA mic. If they don't make one, we'll just check the score sheet at the intermission in 1:30 seconds. Big goal for the Ducks, because I think you'd say the Huskies had the better of the play through the first 18 minutes, but nothing to show for it. And then the Ducks on the power play, as so often happens in the I-5 Cup, take the lead.
Yeah, looks like they're going to give it to Lutz with the tip in front.
So it was deflected in front by Lutz. It's 1-0 for the Ducks with 1:43 left on the clock when the goal was scored. Now another whistle.
Net off its moorings, and yeah, great heads-up play by Power. He was moving his feet, head up on a swivel, and able just to rip it on net, and Lutz with a good tip. So now Ducks just gotta kind of hold off a Husky attack to go in the period with the lead.
So back underway, last minute of the period. Jeroman has it taken away from him, and nearly an opportunity for the Ducks to get another shot off. Instead, Ethan Stark will get it out of the zone. Couple of touches for Brian Freitag there. Garrity to get it in front and then behind Noah Rosenberg's net. Still with it is Garrity. Dangerous pass, and not sure what the thought was there, but it's kept alive for the Ducks. 10 seconds left in the first period. Derek Armstrong comes together with Christian Cinderella at center ice, and there's a whistle. Call it 2 seconds left officially, so enough time basically to win a face-off and one-time it. Or who knows, with Kurt Fortney, he may just win the face-off and shoot it.
Yeah.
He had a couple of clears off a face-off win yesterday. It is, I think, going to be Fortney to take this face-off. Indeed it is, but it's on his backhand and not able to get a shot off are the Ducks. 1-0 will do it for the first period. Nathan Lutz scores the goal late on the power play, and the Ducks lead by 1 after 20 minutes. Any closing thoughts before we go to break?
Yeah, the Ducks were actually outplayed for the majority of that period. They didn't have the puck on their stick long enough and outplayed in their own zone, but luckily they get a bounce or get a tip as well, make it 1-0. So just got to shore up things on defense. I think just be more aggressive on defense because offense should be clicking.
Alrighty, well, we will go to break, and we'll be back with you for the second period. Don't go too far. Springing the other way, here come the Ducks. Net on driver's knee score! And it's 1-0 for the Ducks. Going the other way, Connor Rendell makes it 1-0. Rebound, no one there for the Ducks to slam it home. It'll come right back out to Harrison Kasiak. Long is the perfect word. One-timer goal! Again, it's Rendell.
Yeah, this line's absolutely clicking for the Ducks.
Trying to figure out why the Ducks had 4 out there. Short-handed chance. Point line scores! The short-handed goal!
That probably has to be one of the best passes I've seen from the Ducks in a while.
Backhander. Knocked
Save.
away. Bornberg. That's the one-timer. That's Garrity. That's a 2-goal lead for the Ducks. It counts officially as a power play goal. Loose in front there now. Springing the other way. Here come the Ducks. Net on driver's knee score! second period. Shabara in a lot of space. Here comes Scooby. Makes a move, he scores! And you knew as soon as Nick Shabara got the puck, there was going to be absolutely no alternative to him scoring there. This on a puck right in front that, in fairness, did not come to his his stick cleanly. Trevor shot in front, he scores! How about that from number 95? And they're so behind the Ducks if you follow them on Twitter. Goal from Wendell, there it is. 3-0 and a different Ducks team tonight. 7:08 left in regulation. Here's Galuli. Trevor shot goes in the goal, he scores! An absurd angle from Trevor Shaw, and it's 5-3. Of Noah Rosenberg. Whoa, it is! All the way through the glass and over the boards into the bucket of water. Howie's going at it. Washington's going to win the I-5 Cup, but who cares? As Howie with the takedown on the goalie fight in the I-5 Cup. That's exactly what it will be. And that's probably going to do it. They get it to Hoover. Hoover will take one shot. He shoots. He scores! He shoots! Joe Hoover with 8 of a second left. Ducks making their way back out onto the ice. Rink exchange, Fixture Earl leading them out, getting the fans riled up. Recap the first period. It's a real quick recap. Nathan Lutz 1-0. End of recap. Had the the deflection with the .43 left in the opening period. That came on the power play. Nick Danger Power with the assist. And that's how the first period went. But like you were saying, especially at even strength, I think that the Huskies probably had the better of the play in that period. So what are we looking to see the Ducks improve upon?
Definitely be more aggressive on defense. That's one of the things I thought that they should improve on at the end of the first. When you're aggressive on defense, you're forcing turnovers, you're not giving up the neutral zone or your own blue line, and it makes it harder for the Huskies to come into the zone. I thought they were just coming into the Ducks' own zone way too easily. So that's definitely would have been probably was addressed in the locker room, and we'll see what adjustments the coach Oren Lim make for this squad, and we'll see how they respond in the second.
So goalies will switch creases. Still Rosenberg and Jarvis. We don't expect that to change. It better not change for UW. They don't have a backup with them.
I think you might need to go down there and play goalie for them.
I think that I think UW might question my commitment to the craft if I was wearing purple. I don't even know that commitment to the craft would matter if I was to try and stop shots. It might look a lot like I wasn't, but
oh no, I let in a goal.
oh no. Sorry guys. Is that 8-0? Whoops.
That would be funny to see, though.
It would be funny for some. Back underway, Hornline gets possession off the faceoff. Start off the second period of Game 2 of the I-5 Cup. Garrity had a chance to center for Rendell, instead back to Hornline. He gets it to Rendell. Taken away again by the Ducks. In that far corner, it bounces out of the zone, and Stankovic with a touch forward for Garrity, but it's taken away from him. Here's an opportunity for Nels if he gets a shot. He's on his backhand, though, so he tries to dump it for Cinderella. And now there's Ethan Stark as Jack Garrity has it at his feet. Real confident stick handler is Garrity, and he'll dump it in. It's poked away by Jarvis. Back for Rendell, and almost kept alive by Stankovic at the blue line, but it hops over his stick. Now Cinderella for Stark. They score 1-1.
Yeah, tough break for the Ducks. Rendell couldn't get a clean hold of the puck on the blue line, and off are the Huskies on a 3-on-1. And I believe that was Nails coming in late with the goal. Nails, or I believe that might have also been, oh no, sorry, Ethan Stark. Yeah, you said Stark coming in late with the goal, but it was Nails and Cinderella on the wing. So Stark with the early second period goal, and it's a tie game.
Fortney and Jeroman behind the net. Fortney back up top to Berg. Berg throws it at the goal and knocked away. Long rebound into the corner. And big hit thrown.
Took over 2 Huskies.
So, yeah, he'll take out 2 at once. Intercepted in the neutral zone by Cass, and he will just dump it in. Lets the Ducks get a line change. 18-16 left officially in period number 2. Still tons of hockey left in this game. And that one's going to be cleared for an icing against the Huskies. 18:02 left officially.
Yeah, it kind of shows you what turnovers can do for a team. Just like that, in a split second, it's a 3-on-1 and the puck's in the back of your net. So neutral zone play is going to probably be a big factor in this game. Who can be more aggressive and take better care of the puck will probably end up as a winner.
Rolls around the long way around for the Huskies. Now through the neutral zone, Mason Friedman. Friedman is stood up in the slot. Lutz comes away with it. But then his pass a little out of control, and the Huskies take over.
Yeah, that's an example, just being aggressive on your own blue line. Not a clean entry, and Ducks get the puck back.
Chamberlain, I think, had a piece taken out of him by that hack from the Huskies, but nothing doing. He did turn around and look at the officials. Not interested. Lutz trying to get it to the middle, and no one there. Chamberlain will dump it in offside. The Ducks have to reset, so free puck for the Huskies. Bodenstad backhands it, now taken by Garrity. Garrity tries to make a move, but deflected, and then the penalty coming up.
That's going to be 2 minutes for a hold.
Just slowing Garrity up.
I think Garrity thought it was on him, but it's going to be on the Huskies, number 18 for UW, Jonathan White. And Garrity made a stick handle and a hit at the same time and almost came up with the puck too. So what a big break for the Ducks. Going to be up on the power play and kind of look to take back the lead and go up 2-1 against the Huskies.
It's Konta Jask who's called for it.
Oh yeah, sorry, 88. I think I saw it said 13.
Rendell knocked into the boards. Puck stays in the zone. Warren Berg to Cass. Berg back across to Rendell, now back to Berg. Garrity's in the middle, back to Berg, tipped away. Warren's gonna have to go get it. Not a clear for the Huskies, but it does just the same. Cass will throw it behind the net, and this will roll all the way around towards Noah Rosenberg's net. Warren Berg there to get it again. 16-12 left officially, and a minute 10 now left on the penalty to Jask. And Cass is going to get there first. Opportunity to center it. Who's there? And oh! Connor Rendell had a great chance, but he put it wide of the cage. Too much mustard on it. Short-handed opportunity for Nels for the Huskies with Cinderella there as well. Cinderella wants it. They get there, and what a save, Noah Rosenberg.
Yeah, great save by Noah. Rendell coughed up the puck, and looked like him and Berg didn't have enough communication there to get a man, and Noah was there to bail him out, and sliding with the stack the pads to the left side, and
Ducks didn't do him any favors there.
No.
But good job. Panic button save from Noah Rosenberg. Just not quite enough height on it from the Huskies, who will get another clear there. Power has that one come to him. Still 30 seconds left on the man advantage, so the Ducks with a chance to get one last sequence set up here if they are careful with the puck.
And it was the second power play unit too who got the power play goal in the first, so we'll look to see if they'll repeat that play from the first period.
Try to dump it in off the boards, and it goes instead up off the netting, so the face-off coming out into the neutral zone. 22 seconds left on the minor. The Ducks get that face-off win cleanly and slide it across for Poltz. Now here comes Fortney. Fortney's got Lutz in the middle if they can get it to him, but they don't. And it's going to be covered up by Jarvis, and then Fortney's dropped.
Yeah, it looked like Fortney had a split second pass to Lutz, but UW was there to intercept the pass. Yeah, Fortney's looked good. Basically, almost as like a two-way kind of center. He's always there for key face-offs, and has a good stick out there too.
Holtz in to get that one. Right in front of some fans banging on the glass there. Now Jeromen with a backhanded clear, and that'll do it. We're back to five-a-side hockey. And a quick whistle. .56 left, so we'll hold our clock for a few minutes on this next whistle, or next puck drop rather. Ethan Stark has tied it up at 1. Back for Derek Armstrong. Armstrong off the boards trying to find Hornline. Now Jask involved behind the net for Washington. Hornline went to go light him up, missed him by a little bit, was able to knock him off the puck. Freitag for Hornline, and Ducks wanted a trip. At least Noah Rosenberg tried to call it, but referee's not interested.
Yeah, Ducks pinned in their own zone right now, having a hard time getting the puck out.
Now here's a pass all the way across ice for Conway. He'll try and play it off the boards toward Garrity. It's going to actually bounce to Jarvis, and he'll have to cover that one up with Garrity raining down in on him.
Yeah, that would have been an icing, but luckily the puck went straight to Jarvis.
Harrison Cass trying to get it to Fortney in the middle there. Again, it's covered up by Jarvis. A little bit of pressure from the Ducks.
Yeah, Fortney was also all alone too. If that pass would have got to him, it would have been just him and Jarvis all alone.
Huskies in possession off the faceoff. They go behind their own net, but then it's a bad giveaway. Cass trying to get it for a one-timer for Fortney. He fanned on it, and then Husky goes into the Duck bench, fanning on a hit. Fortney, Cass is there wide, and now back to 5-a-side as Husky player has found his way back onto the ice.
I'm sure he didn't get much help getting out of the bench either.
Huskies would have been offside, so free puck for the Ducks. 13:15 left. Horn line. And the Ducks changing, so they've got to be careful who's doing what here. That puck hit the very top of the glass, but stays in play. Now Powers tries to throw it at the goal. Nathan Lutz into the corner, still bouncing, and it's now covered again by Jarvis. Ducks haven't had many great chances in the second period, but they're starting to throw a couple of pucks at Jarvis and still make life difficult for him, despite not getting any really clear-cut grade A opportunities.
Yeah, they're, like you said, not having a lot of opportunities, but at least they're controlling the puck in their offensive zone, and Washington not having too many chances either.
Oh, another big hit thrown there on Mason Friedman right in front of the Husky bench.
Yeah, the physicality is definitely starting to pick up ever since that Husky player went to the Oregon bench.
Shot there, knocked away Rosenberg. Good clean shot through from Despande. And that one's out in front of Rosenberg. He has to pounce for it, but eventually covers up, and then more extracurriculars. It wouldn't be the I-5 Cup if we didn't have them.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to call anything on that.
Question in the comments, when are the Ducks going to wear yellow next? It could be a while with these fancy new Warrior gloves. They would kind of clash with the yellows, so they might not wear those yellows too much anymore. We'll see.
Just gotta get yellow gloves then.
Yeah. Let's hook it up, Warrior. One goes wide. I don't think that the new greens, I don't think that was a charity project for Warrior, though, so no. I don't know that more new gloves are coming anytime soon. But boy, do those look neat. 11:40 just about left in period 2. And again, puck spending a lot of time in the Duck zone now. Hornline will go back behind his own net, then he drops it for Poltz. Poltz will try and play it off the glass and whistle.
I'm going to think it's going to be called for a hand pass. So face off outside in the zone. So both teams kind of a little sloppy here more than yesterday, getting pucks out of their own zone and whatnot.
Face-off one for the Ducks. Again, possession for the Huskies. Garrity and Hornline there. Hornline makes a nice move with his stick. Trying to chop it and keep it alive. Rendell doing work there in the Huskies zone. It squirts out back to Freitag. Freitag with Derek Armstrong, who's playing defense tonight. We see Derek play just about everywhere except goal. Another big hit attempted from the Huskies, and another one missed right in front of that Duck bench.
It looks like every hit comes along that Duck bench this period.
Nels now tries to throw it high and goes well wide. High, wide, and not very handsome on that shot. Almost missed the netting. Underway once more. Huskies trying to get a shot off. They did that tested Rosenberg, but deflected wide. 10:22 left, second period. Harrison Cass, long hard pass off the boards, but it's going to be icing against the Ducks. No line change.
Kind of interesting in these type of games where both teams aren't getting too clear of looks, only just a few breakaways here and there. And both goalies are looking sharp while everyone else is looking a little sloppy out there.
Yeah, Rosenberg's been impressive tonight for the Ducks. A lot of pressure on him, with as well as Grayson Parks has been playing. And look out there as the puck was loose in the slot for a moment. Comes right back to the slot and point blank shot from the Huskies, and Noah Rosenberg is there. It was Jonathan White with a great golden opportunity.
Yeah, all alone and just try to rip it 5-hole, and Rosenberg just came out to the top of the crease and said no.
Fortney takes the face-off, and that means the Ducks will get the puck more often than not. That one a little bit too far out in front of Fortney, though, as they can't move cleanly in transition. Now Fortney behind the net. In front, shot from Charnholm, wide. Ducks think they've scored, and the referee says no.
Yeah, Fortney was right there, not interfering with the goalie at all, but just there at closest to the puck, and he thought it was in, and ref on the backside waved it off.
And to be fair to the referees, we couldn't really see here, and it was an immediate and emphatic wave off.
Yeah.
And not really too much of a protest from the Ducks, so.
Yeah, I think it might have been one of those where the goal was right on the line, but not crossing the line, so no way to tell. A good save nonetheless, if it was right on the line.
And that one sent all the way the other way. Icing immediately waved off. I think it was actually a Husky that may have sent it back there. Nathan Lutz took it away and almost got it to the slot, but he got tangled up. Bouncing puck. Pultz will go to get it. Huskies were offside, so
still offside.
They had to get back on. Still offside, and then they touch up, but they're offside.
Yeah, Cinderella went in too early, right after that offside, and they still did not get out.
Well, and that faceoff should go to the other side of the neutral zone. Yeah. And actually, it goes all the way into the Husky zone. The touch-up offside. Right in front, the shot through, and another save made from Jarvis. He's looked real good. Here comes Nels for Washington. Moving in, then trying to center, and I think Stark nearly had a second one there. Stark takes it right back for the Huskies. He's easy to spot. He's not in the regular Husky jersey. Holtz knocks that one out of the air for himself. has to be careful to play it to himself, avoid any kind of a hand pass there. Stankovic will go behind the net for the Ducks. Throws on the brakes, got enough space to get it to Hornline. And then great pass for Rendell. And Rendell ended up throwing the hit there. And no one in the slot for the Ducks as that pass was just set right up the middle, but nobody there.
Yeah, the Husky defender thought he had Rendell in his tracks, but Rendell said no and hit him right back. So got to keep your head up out there.
Over the middle into the neutral zone. Just backhanded. Garrity will go to chase with Jerome in there for Washington. Jerome tries to clear. Garrity in the right place at the right time. Has it deflect off of him out of play, and we get a whistle. So the face-off on the Ducks attacking side of the neutral zone. Mason Friedman trying to send himself the other way. Instead, it is Freitag with the puck for Armstrong, and then Armstrong back off the boards to Freitag. Right back to the middle for Fortney. Then he gets it to Cass. Cass will take it behind the net. All the way around. Tried to get it across for Power, but it was deflected. Now Bodenstab, and he's hit hard by Harrison Cass. Derek Armstrong there. Armstrong will wait until the Ducks get back on side. Then he just flips it in backhanded. The Ducks get a line change.
Yeah, Ducks are playing a lot more pressure this period. Huskies having a problem getting out of their own zone.
Just half-heartedly thrown at Jarvis. He knocks it away. And Washington starts up ice. 6:49 left in period number 2 of a 1-1 game. It's been tight the whole way. There's not great communication there. Not great, Brent.
Not great. Yeah, Chamberlain just ran right into Let's try to get out of the way at the last second, but both went offside.
Power with a nifty move. Gets it to Lutz, who will just go for the slap dump just on the right side of the red line. Kept in just barely and then thrown at the goal, and Jarvis makes the save. Shot from way at the point.
Yeah, I feel like the Huskies are kind of getting worn out just a little bit. Just their passes aren't as clear. Unsportsmanlike conduct is being called right now to Conway. And he was right in front of the Husky goalie, and there are all five Husky players are right in there in front of the net. So it's going to be a 5-on-4 power play for the Huskies at 6:24 left in the second. So after all that Duck pressure, it leads actually to a Ducks penalty. So we'll see what the Huskies can do to kind of create some momentum in their favor.
It's not a great penalty to take, but Conway may have been something that he
probably sat in here, see any movement or hit at all.
Great job from Hornline to apply pressure. Jerome has to go and chase that one down. Rendell applying a little bit of shorthanded pressure too. Now the Huskies onside across the blue line on the power play. That shot never challenged Rosenberg. 1:30 left on the man advantage, and the Ducks get the clearance. Instead, Jask for the Huskies to Nels. Nels with Friedman there as well. Friedman will find it, but here come the Ducks. It's Rendell. Rendell and Fortney. And they'll actually play it back to the D, and just a little bit of possession time here. Shorthanded for the Ducks. Now Stankovic will try the clear. And taken by Fortney. Fortney all the way across for Harrison Cass. And Cass will just skate backwards with it to Stankovic. This is excellent puck possession time for the Ducks, killing this penalty. Knockdown on Stankovic is clear. Huskies go D to D in their own zone. Jeroman back to Jask. Cinderella and Friedman out there as well as Nels. Friedman with it. Friedman trying to move in at the top of the faceoff circle. Sliding behind him was Jask to go back up to the point. Power makes a good hit, and now a couple of bodies glued to the boards there. 9 seconds left on the minor. Behind the net, still trying to step it home is Washington. It squirts back out to the boards. Out of the point, Jask goes it down low for Cinderella. Save made by Noah Rosenberg. We're back to 5-a-side with 4:20 left in the second period.
Yeah, great penalty kill for the Ducks there. Spent a lot of time with possession of the puck, and now they just got to get it out of their own zone.
And they do just that. They can't get much possession. Well, now they do. It's Fortney, and we get a whistle.
Oh, they're going to call slash on the Huskies. So Connolly got right out of the box, and he just got slashed right as he touched the puck. That will go against Cinderella. So after a great PK, Ducks will have a power play of their own, and will try to go up 2-1 with exactly 4 minutes left in the second. And they've had some great offensive zone time on 5-on-5 this period, so we'll see what kind of pressure they'll have here.
Puck deflects up and out of play. 3:57 left officially in this second period, and 1:57 left on the Cinderella minor.
Yeah, if I were the Ducks here, I would just try to throw everything on net and just be efficient with the puck.
There's Berg at the point. Rendell there has it taken off his stick, but Berg keeps it alive. Gets it to Cass. Cass shoots, save made. Jarvis again.
Yeah, Jarvis had no one in front of the net and saw that shot all the way. So maybe if Garrity was right in front, Cass would have had maybe a better angle to shoot at.
Garrity takes the face-off for the Ducks. One back to Harrison Cass. Cass for Rendell. Rendell behind the net will take it around the net all the way, long way around for Cass. Great pass to find him, and the shot. Save knocked away. I think that's the play the Ducks wanted there. Now back for Cass. Cass to Fortney. Back to Cass. Backhanded loose in front. They score! A second power play goal for the Ducks, and it's 2-1 with 3:14 left in the second period.
Yeah, I was watching in front of the net the entire time, and I was waiting to see if Hornline was going to get great position. And the moment he established really good position, he was fighting the Huskies defender right in front, but the puck might have went off of him. It kind of made a deflection right in front, but either way, the Ducks will take it. 2-1 lead, and this power play is clicking this game. 2 power play goals already. And we'll wait for the...
And what happened on both of them? We throw it at the net, get traffic in front, good things happen. It's the oldest kind of cliche in hockey, and proven true again tonight on both of the Ducks' power play goals.
Yeah, it's not always the pretty one-timer. It's usually the getting really good position in front. So Cass with the goal.
And they'll say Cass from Hornline. And that one dangerously bouncing right in front of Noah Rosenberg. But he'll cover it up with 2:55 left in the period.
Next, that last power play, we did see Cass have 2 wide open shots, and I was hoping Hornline or Garrity would get in front of the net to screen the goalie, and that's how the goal was scored. Was Cass got another opportunity, and this time Hornline and Garrity were right there in front. So good job for the Ducks getting in front of the net and creating a great screen.
And Chamberlain takes the face-off for the Ducks, and then we'll run right on to it. Chamberlain and Lutz is there. Chamberlain shoots, he scores! Bar down! And a snipe from Luke Chamberlain.
That is by far the best snipe of the season. There's no way Jarvis could have got that one. Yeah, Selly hard. Chamberlain, that one deserves a great celebration. That was such a beautiful snipe by the Ducks. Bar down and in. What an unreal goal. 2-goal lead just like that.
Rotating O for that one on the broadcast.
Great goal for the Ducks there.
Huge for momentum too, just keep it going.
Off the rush too, it was basically a 2-on-1 and Chamberlain just decided to rip it. Bar down and in. What a great goal for the Ducks. And here he is again, 2-on-1.
Same thing, same option with Lutz. Rebounds there, Lutz scored! No! Rebound, they wave it off.
I thought that hit the back post.
That really looked like it hit the back post to me, but I guess the ref maybe had the better angle.
Yeah, no. Looks like the coaches or even Lutz is kind of stopping and complaining because they had a good view as well. But Ducks are buzzing right now.
Slapped at, and Berg is going to get there. Gets it to Garrity. Garrity's still with it. Now behind the net. Garrity's going to chase it all the way down. Someone's without a stick. And sent the length of the ice for icing. Maybe try and track down video of that other goal at the or not goal as it stands at the intermission. Not going to change anything, but curious to see. $1:25 left in period number 2. Huge goal from Chamberlain on the snipe to make it a 2-goal lead, but then Washington trying to respond, and it's blockered away by Rosenberg. All the way for Hornline. Great pass to find him. Hornline moving in. He's not tripped. He went down on his own. Armstrong and Garrity there. Washington somehow comes away with it, though. Nels and Jerome, and penalty coming up.
I didn't see the...
It's a rough against Bodenstab.
Yeah, it must have came right in the middle of the ice, right in front of the referee, and both benches are kind of chirping at each other right now. And
well, Matt Clayton's got to be incensed with that. Either maybe half at the referee and half at Bodenstab, because the Huskies are going the other way. It's totally behind the play, and then in possession, they get the call against them. Ducks to the power play with 53 seconds left, and the scores booth wants to discuss something with the referee.
Yeah, it could have been...
They just want the signal.
Yeah, it could have been a 2-on-1 for the Huskies, and maybe could have gone a goal back on the board, but now you're putting this lethal Ducks power play back on the ice with already 2 power play goals in this game, and we've been actually absolutely buzzing this past few minutes. Every shift has gone the Ducks' way with 2-on-1s and 2-on-2s, so let's see if the Ducks will add more to their goal total.
Fortney on the faceoff for the Ducks. Poltz there. Poltz and Charnholm, but taken away by the Huskies, and they get the clear. Knocked down by the stick of Noah Rosenberg. 43 seconds left officially in the period. Ducks will spend the entirety of that time on the power play unless they take a penalty of their own or score a goal. Jerome back to get it for the Huskies. Fortney working on him. He'll pin him to the boards and then take his own stick out to try and come away with possession of the puck. The Huskies, though, get the clear, sent all the way down, and Poltz has to put some speed on to go get it, but then he does. And then he goes all the way the other side himself. Behind the net, Fortney there. 5 seconds left. Holtz has to take a shot, deflected, netting, and if we really want to, we'll take one more face-off. I think the referees are just gonna pretend that whistle didn't actually blow half a second before the buzzer, and neither team is going to take a face-off just for the sake of taking a face-off. So that's going to do it for 2 periods of play. The Huskies get the first goal of the second period from Ethan Stark, but then in quick succession, Harrison Cass and the snipe barred down from Luke Chamberlain. And that'll do it for 2. You got any thoughts on that period before we go to break?
Yeah, I just thought the Ducks capitalized on the opportunities they needed to, and we'll see if they get on this power play upcoming too. And it's just been a great offensive explosion for this team, and I know they're loving it on the bench, so we'll see if they continues in the third.
Yeah, that snipe from Chamberlain, for my money, is the Ducks' goal of the year for this season, and it really woke up the bench. They played great the last minute or so after that, but a big 20 minutes left, a huge 20 minutes left for the I-5 Cup. So we'll take a break, we'll step away, we'll leave you with the Oregon Duck Hockey theme song again, composed, performed, edited by Tanner Ferris. back for period number 3. All important third period of this I-5 Cup game, and it's a 3-1 Duck lead. We had a chance to look at the replay of Nathan Lutz's rebound attempt. You can do that as well. You can actually, we can't show you the replay, unfortunately. We're not quite that good enough at our tech yet, but you can just pause the YouTube broadcast and go back. If you just start it right after the face-off, after the Ducks' third goal, it's a good place to look at it, and it looked pretty clear on that. Like the Ducks have a gripe, and like that puck did hit a post, but the post it hit was the center post. It went right back out, but we got a pretty good look at it. As it stands though, 3-1, can't focus too much on that. Ducks will start this third and final period with 1 minute and 7 seconds of power play time. What do they have to do in this third?
Definitely just kind of keep what they've been doing in that second half of the second period. They really had the puck on a string, a lot of good goals, like that goal by Chamberlain that just really kind of ignited this team and let them loose, and they were just flying out there up and down the ice, and Washington was just kind of lackadaisical in their own zone and weren't really that sharp as we saw them from yesterday. So they just got to do a good job and take it the other way and kind of just force the offense a lot.
Refs are ready. We're ready in the booth, and we're underway in the third period. Ducks lead 3-1. Goals from Nathan Lutz, Ethan Stark for Washington, and then Harrison Cass and Luke Chamberlain with the bar down snipe to make it 3-1 and out of play. 52 seconds left on the man advantage. To Rendell across the blue line. Rendell had Constance Jess working on him. Somehow he kept it. Rebound there. Wide. And a great chance for the Ducks. Goes asking. Mason Friedman shorthanded the other way. That may be a penalty shot. He was hacked. It's going to just be a tripping. They say that Mason didn't have a clear-cut enough of a scoring opportunity, and I think that's probably the right call.
Yeah, the Huskies go the other way after a great shot by Hornline. Was all alone, and Jarvis with the big save, and that's just kind of how it works. You go the other way right after an opportunity, and Huskies go down and try to force the issue, and kind of a good penalty if you are for the Ducks, because it was kind of almost a clear scoring opportunity. So,
well, 20 seconds left of 4-on-4, and then the Ducks will have a bit of penalty killing to do. Three, two, and Washington to the man advantage. Behind the net, Mason Friedman has it come to him a little bit to the right of the faceoff circle. Now a hard shot from the point, sent up into the netting by Noah Rosenberg. 18:34 left officially.
This is where Huskies can try to climb back and cut the lead to just one with a power play goal. Haven't really generated too much on their own power play, so we'll see what they can do.
Huskies setting up behind the net, now to the face-off circle. They get it to Jask at the point. Jask's pass a little bit mishandled by Jeroman. Behind the net, Connor Nels is there. Nels back to Jeroman. Fake shot, Instead, the pass rebound there, and it was a great play from the Huskies, but better defense from the Ducks. And it's still 3-1, more than halfway through the penalty to Warren Berg. Missing on the slap shot there, one-timer was Jask. Mason Friedman behind the net, now back up top to Jask. Throwed it towards goal again, and a great save from Noah Rosenberg. He's entering by that man of stake territory tonight.
Yeah, Rosenberg's looked really sharp today. Out aggressive on top of the crease, and towards the beginning of this shift, there was a puck kind of loose in front of the crease, and Poltz was there to sweep it away. So good on the Ducks' D, where around the crease.
So 31 seconds left in the Berg minor. .17:48 left in regulation. Fortney trying to get that one free and get it clear. Armstrong with the hit. Armstrong pokes it away, and the Ducks get it clear. No change, though. Fortney's going to apply pressure on Jeromen, who slides it over to Despande. 10 seconds left. Berg standing in the box, ready to leave it. Despande drops it for Matthew. Berg is out of the box. We're back to five-a-side hockey. Poked forward by Power. Armstrong behind the net. He'll play it towards Cass. Cass will knock it forward and absorb the hit. Huskies, though, take possession. Now Cass again just dumps it down, and collected by the Huskies. It's Jask that had it and played it for Jeromen. Jeromen, high pass. Powers there for the Ducks. Off the boards to Conway. Conway uses the boards as well to Chamberlain. Takes another shot. Rebound left. Lutz was there. Nathan's been doing a good job crashing those rebounds tonight. Here comes Jask up the middle for Washington with 16:20 left. Big collision with Derek Armstrong. He didn't have to do much. He's just bigger. And it works as a hit for Derek.
Yeah, don't get in the way of the Derek Armstrong train.
You would think the Huskies would have learned that by now.
Well, I didn't even see him. He came out of nowhere.
I don't think we've called Mac Fair's name this weekend. He may not have made the trip, but I'm sure Mac could tell his Husky teammates all about Derek.
Just always keep your head up when he's on the ice.
Another good save from Rosenberg. A high bounce, but the Ducks get to it. Jeromen dumps it back in behind the net. Rendell is there for the Ducks. Rendell off the boards to Conway. Conway backhanded clear, deflected, so no ice. Everyone's got to chase it. The Huskies get there first, but Chamberlain right there with it. Great pressure from Luke. Now Hornline throws it at goal, and I don't think that Ben Jarvis could possibly have seen much of that, but
yeah, no way.
Fortunately for him, it just is going to flutter right into his equipment.
There's three different bodies, both Ducks and Huskies, and Hornline just walked the blue line and ripped it on net, and got a lot of traffic in front. Never a bad idea to throw it on net, and good save by Jarvis. Really a lot of people in front.
Backhanded by the Ducks off the faceoff, but it squirts just out of the zone, so everyone's got to go back across the blue line. Huskies get a free possession out of it. Good job from Berg. Falls for Hornline. Hornline with the shot that goes wide. 15 minutes now left officially. Rendell takes it away behind the net. I think that's Garrity there. Garrity tangled up with Despande for the Huskies. And now a clear from Washington. Warren Berg is there, backhands it for Power. Power off the boards to Hornline. And Hornline, good crisp pass, but wide of Berg. No Huskies near it, so Warren's still able to collect it with 14:30 left in period 3. Power was there, but it fell for Washington, and the shot on Noah Rosenberg, and he makes the save confidently. 14:24 left. Officially 3-1 the score. 13:20 left period 3. Jeroman to get it behind his own net. Cinderella too far out in front of Bodenstab, and is that icing the call?
Yeah, I believe so.
Just passed it at the wrong moment. But no protest. Ducks will get that win off the face-off. Rebound is there as got some visitors in our booth here. Kids playing hockey behind us and the ball rolling in.
If only we had a door.
A door, a piece of plywood. We may be able to solve that problem. We've got a little bit of GoFundMe money left over. Go down to the lumberyard. Puck is up and out of play. If you're a Eugene business owner and you'd like to sponsor our puck stop, let us know. Plenty of sponsorship and donor opportunities. Chamberlain in for the faceoff, but goes to the Huskies. 13:30 left. Moving in on Rosenberg, the save made there.
And that one was up high.
Good shot block. Bouncing in front of the Ducks bench. Chamberlain tried to spring himself the other way, but he got the shot block, but the puck couldn't follow him. Now right in front, and another great save from Rosenberg, as that was a great opportunity for Jonathan White. Get the sense we're going to be calling that name a lot over the next couple of years. Spande backhands it for Jask. White taps it forward for Nels. And there's a chance for the Ducks. But they mishandle it there, and right back for White. Holtz with it for Oregon. Holtz had his pass blocked by Nels, backhanding and
off the helmet.
Good thing they wear face masks at this level. Puck will come to an Oregon stick finally. That is Armstrong, and he's spun around. Excuse me, that was Stankovic. Shot goes wide. I think you probably knew it wasn't there as soon as you saw that collision. At the point, shot comes through. Another one wide.
Huskies having their way in their zone right now.
Behind Rosenberg's goal, it's Warren Berg now. Warren Berg again able to ole out of a hit. Send the length of the ice though for icing against the Ducks. Ducks have done a really good job of avoiding contact tonight, and it's led to Washington delivering some pretty sizable hits to themselves a few times, running right into the boards, or in one case, up over the boards into the Ducks bench.
Yeah, that all just comes down to keeping your head up, and this is a bigger Ducks team. Ducks have always had, physical teams in the past, but a lot of big guys on this team, saved by Rosenberg.
Now they're saved by Rosenberg. I don't know how anyone is a goaltender to be able to see that puck through that traffic and just watch it into his equipment.
Yeah, just got to have great positioning, and both Parks and Rosenberg displayed that these past two games. Rosenberg, I thought that today he's always been in position. He only had to make one really acrobatic save on that 2-on-1 earlier in the first, or it might have been in the second as well, but
I remember the shot. That was a fantastic save.
That's really the only one that he really had to dive out in athletic position. Everything else, he's just been really sound fundamentally.
Good clean pass up forward to Hornline. Moving in, and the shot goes high off the glass. Back around to Poltz. Rebound in front. They try to go 5-hole on Jarvis. It slides across the blue paint, and now we're going to have a foot race for this one. The Huskies will win it and beat out the icing. 10:55 left, period 3 of a 3-1 game. The Ducks lead the I-5 Cup 1-0. It's a 4-game series. Looking to complete the home sweep. Had his legs swept out from under him there. Did Hornline. Everything okay for the refs, though. Rendell with the shot. At the very top of the glass, still alive. Behind the net, the Huskies with it. Backhanded by Spencer Warren. And now Mason Friedman for Washington. Across the red line and across the blue line now. Shot deflected, netting. Didn't test Rosenberg. There's 10:15 left in regulation.
Yeah, Ducks, like you said, have been kind of avoiding contact and doing a little bit better on their transition play from defense to offense this period.
Freitag up towards Cass and then right back to Brian Freitag. And back to Freitag again. Now across to Armstrong. Tries to play it off the boards and does get it towards Charnholm. Now Fortney. Fortney to Charnholm again. Bodenstab there. Freitag pushes it forward again. Still kind of hiding along those near side boards. And a long shift along possession rather for Washington. That one caught by Harrison Cass. He plays it for himself and then slid it across ice for Freitag, but Brian was going for a change, so the Huskies get a break there. Knocked away, and Rosenberg just knocked that one into the glass. I think he didn't know, or in the netting rather, didn't know quite where it was, but he was still in a good job of being in a good position if that puck kind of drops down for the Huskies. Instead, it's going to be a face-off to his stick side. 9:14 officially left in period 3. Nathan Lutz, Harrison Cass, Luke Chamberlain, the goal scorers for the University of Oregon. Ethan Stark with the lone goal for Washington. Jeroman slaps that one around. It'll go all the way into the corner. Lutz again will just absorb some contact behind the net for Washington. Jeroman, the Husky captain, throws it behind the goal. Warrenberg is there, 8:50 left. Dylan Conway knocks it forward. Chamberlain trying to get around Jeroman and offside in the process.
See Ducks sending out some of their depth players like Estrada and Gearing and Barkley. So see if this line will kind of throw their weight around.
That's the luxury the Ducks have this year, is to have a depth line like that, and some good players on this unit. There's a coming together with Poltz and Friedman. Refs will chalk it up just to mutual contact there, which I think is probably just about right. Watch those two, though, as we get toward the rest of this game as they come together once again. Huskies trying to stuff it in. Ref must have a great eye on the puck because he's not whistling it dead. Now he does. And Noah Rosenberg will just remove himself from the equation.
Like Noah pulled a J.S. Jagier and just held up the puck in his blocker and just skated away. Looked like every single person on the ice was right in his crease besides the goaltender.
8:09 left. Face off again to Rosenberg's stick side. It's Cinderella and Garrity for the Ducks. Stankovic, I think, got tangled up with the linesman, and somehow still with it at his feet is Garrett. He's still with it on his stick. Rings it around to Hornline as the Ducks have a top unit back out there. That one cleared, but only the neutral zone. Power for Garrity. Garrity back to Power. Slid across for Berg. Little dangerous, but Warren's able to keep possession. Hornline again absorbs the contact from Jerome and keeps the puck, and
had Hornline
tried to
in
send
front.
it across. Yeah, Connor Hornline was in a great position there. Rendell did a great job to win that one back. Tried to set himself up for a shot, but lost the puck in the process. Setting the length of the ice. Jerome is there for the Huskies. 7:08 left. Behind the net, Ryan Jerome. Right in front for Hornline! Backhanded high. Boy, was that a gift for Connor Hornline.
Yeah, horrible giveaway right in front. Never want to go cross crease in your own zone, and Hornline caught the puck, set it down, and just aired it right above the net with the backhand.
He should just be allowed to throw it at the goalie.
I mean, you could throw it in your own goal like Mark Bergevin. I'll never get tired of seeing that video of just throwing the puck in your own net.
Don't actually think I remember that highlight off the top of my head. We're going to have to look that one up once we wrap here.
It's an older one.
That sounds quite entertaining.
Accidental, though.
I would hope it would be accidental. Huskies trying to set something up in the neutral zone, but couldn't do it. Now they have to go back in their own zone again. Fortney with a touch for the Ducks. Harrison Cass pressuring Jerome, as is Charnholm. Freitag poking at it. Mason Friedman behind the net. Taken by the Ducks. Charnholm. And excuse me, it was Cass. Big collision there, and then, well, that retaliatory slash from Ethan Stark, and then that's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, 2 minutes for interference.
And he just got another one. He might be done. That was, we'll see what they call.
They might call 2 on that.
I think, frankly, they've got every right to call multiple penalties on Harrison Cass there. There was the interference call, but then he kind of had a how do you do for...
Knee to the face. Jeez.
You know, Harrison Cass is great defensively back there. That's not the first really inopportune penalty that he's taken. One comes to mind last year with a spear right in front of the referee. That was kind of the same.
Yeah, I just think he's kind of get heated, especially at the I-5 Cup. We'll see what the refs are gonna.
I mean, there's fault to go around everywhere there. Ethan Stark, there was the first kind of the first sort of skirmish, and so yeah, they're gonna call it as a double minor on Cass.
And not a good time either with only 5:53 left in the game. It's a huge chunk of it will be on the PK, but Ducks PK has looked good this game so far, so huge task here in the third.
Jerome across. Huskies get a shot, but it's wide. Rosenberg back up in his good position. Interference and unsportsmanlike. The 2 calls against Cass. Slap shot, rebound there, wide! Great chance for the Huskies.
Sailed it wide.
Jerome missed it. Another one sent wide, kicked into the corner. 3:34 left on the double minor. One-timer. Don't think it was caught totally cleanly by Jask. Now Jerome back around. Shot kicked away or was wide. Another one sent wide, and Noah Rosenberg got hit in the face. And they're going to go after Connor Nels there.
They're going
to bring the trainer out too.
Yeah, he took a stick up high in the face. You could hear him scream from here, and the ref really didn't know what to call, and he called the play dead immediately, but I don't know.
Yeah, even if you don't call a penalty, if the goalie is going for his face like that, you must blow it dead. I don't think they're going to call anything.
Yeah, they're just kind of discussing it right now. Looks like Noah will be okay. Yeah, kind of scary. If either got a stick right into the shield or just in the head area, just not was a scary thing for a goaltender.
Could have been in the mask, could have been up underneath kind of the neck. He feels like it was intentional. The way the Ducks reacted, they feel like it was intentional, but if the refs didn't see it happen, they probably feel like their hands are tied. Riley Orr wants an explanation.
Yeah, Noah's still discussing it with the referee. And then there's the ref still talking with the Ducks coaches right now.
Well, Riley Orr has had his explanation. He does not look particularly satisfied with the explanation, but there will be no call made. So back to 5-on-4 hockey for 3 more minutes. Rebound there, another great save, Rosenberg.
Yeah, that was a great rebound
Slams
save.
The door shut.
Right off, and that's a bad angle too, off that rebound, and there's a Husky right there. Could have just backhanded it home, and Noah just kicked out the right leg.
I must have missed my clock once or twice because I've gone way off. 4:52 officially. We'll put that time back up.
So 2:58 left in the cast penalty.
Nels across. They don't get the shot off that time. 2:49 left. Mason Friedman lost a wheel. And it's going to spring Fortney the other way. But then they can't get it to, it was Stankovic and trying to find Fortney. No, I was wrong again. That was Garrity trying to find Fortney. 91, 19, and 9 were my 3 guesses there, and it took me all 3 guesses to get it right. 4:15 left, period number 3. 15 seconds left on the first minor. Taken away by Nathan Lutz. Nathan Lutz, backhander save made. Jarvis will put it back down on the ice. 9 seconds left on the first minor for Cass. And now under 2 minutes. Cinderella and Power, and Cinderella had a piece of power there, but all in the effort of going for the puck, they say. Lauren Berg towards Charnholm. He takes a whack at it. Hits a half clear to center ice. Now a full clear. Nathan Lutz is going to race for it. Jarvis is there, and he gets it to the corner and then gets tangled up with Jay Despande, who picks himself right back up. 1:25 left, 3:18 in the game. We'll start to keep an eye soon on Ben Jarvis's crease.
Yeah, now Huskies are having a hard time to set up in their power play. Ducks have been clearing a lot of pucks here.
Trying to get it to the high slot. Shot from Jask. Lutz with a chance to clear and does.
Yeah, great shift by Lutz. Had the puck on the offensive zone 2 or 3 times and had a few good clears too.
Rendell takes it away. Powers right there, scores! Short-handed. And the Ducks lead 4-1.
Yeah, it's Hornline again. He's just been all over these last 2 games. I believe Rendell got the assist on that. Might correct me on that, but again, those two have just been absolutely lethal. Orr and Lim send out their two best scorers on the penalty kill, which they have this season. And they connect with a shorthanded goal to make a 4-1. Great way to essentially ice the game, but there's still 2:45, so still a lot of time to...
Yeah, stranger things have happened, especially in the I-5 Cup, but that one feels big.
Yeah.
Harrison Cass still in the box for 40 seconds. Rendell gets there first again, and Hornline goes for the slot. Washington eventually takes it away. Now through the neutral zone. Christian Cinderella across the blue line. Save knocked down Rosenberg. Couldn't hold on to it. Now the Ducks get a clear.
Yeah,
22 seconds left.
I believe it was Rendell with the assist behind the net.
Collision between two Ducks there, Garrity and Rendell. Rendell will peel himself off the ice. Huskies with a shot. That one hit the post.
Like the Mario Brothers power up.
Audio guy ready on that one.
Yeah, Frenchie's on it tonight.
On his game.
The Avalanche do that too.
A minute 35 left. Back to 5 aside. And whistle penalty. Interference, was that the signal?
I was checking the camera, but...
Yeah, gonna go against
good.
Armstrong. As soon as I get the 5-on-4 graphic off of there.
Yeah, 2 minutes for interference.
So the Ducks will be shorthanded for the rest of the game, pending a power play goal from the Huskies. The Ducks have scored on the Husky power play tonight. The Huskies have not scored on the Husky power play tonight. Mason Friedman will take the faceoff for the Huskies against Garrity of the Ducks. Shot through and another save from Noah Rosenberg.
Yeah, when we were previewing the game yesterday, we were saying special teams going to be huge in this I-5 Cup for both games, and it has been so far. So Ducks power play lethal tonight. Same with the shorthanded goal, and I believe they had a shorty last night as well. So
both teams, I believe, had a shorty last night.
So last night and tonight, just special teams the key of the game, and I bet Jarvis might come out at the minute mark or not, but we'll see. He seems to be staying in his net right now.
Yeah, 3 usually maybe in the playoffs, but
yeah, a little tough.
We'll see. Here's Garrity. Tries to drop it back for Fortney. Now he tries again. Taken away by the Huskies. Ryan Featherman moving up ice, and loose puck pounced on by Rosenberg.
Yeah, Noah's looked super sharp this game. Only goal coming up on a 3-on-1. And the rest, he's just been in great position. And unlike last season, today he just had to rely on his positioning and fundamentally sound goalie tonight. And only a few acrobatic saves, but he just looked really sharp and focused tonight.
Underway again, 55 seconds. Here's Poltz. Poltz will gain the red line and then just dump it in. Rendell in the corner. 40 seconds left. Centering pass for the Huskies. Takes an awkward bounce. It's going to take Jay Despande all the way back into the neutral zone. Huskies had to get back on side. And the Ducks will clear that one, and it'll go right at Jarvis, so no ice, and then he'll play it off the boards. 20 seconds left in the game. Cinderella for the Huskies. Trying to go for the wraparound in front. A great save, Rosenberg.
What an awesome save. As I was saying before, not a lot of acrobatic saves. He dives out with the blocker, and puck goes out of play. What a save by Rosenberg. Probably his second best save of the night. Other one coming on that 2-on-1. Sorry, I think that was a 2-on-2 earlier in the game.
Huskies will get the face-off win. but they're not going to get anything else out of it. That's going to do it. The Ducks have won 4-1. They take a 2-0 commanding lead in the I-5 Cup. A lot of work left to do, but all the Ducks need is a result in January in Seattle. It's going to be difficult, but you have to feel very good. Nothing could be better in the I-5 Cup than winning your 2 home games. It's the first time the Ducks have taken a 2-0 lead through these first 2 home games again since 2014-2015, where they won the I-5 Cup last. Your goal scorers tonight: Nathan Lutz got us started. Ethan Stark scored the only Husky goal to make it 1-1. And then in quick succession at the end of the second period, Harrison Cass and the snipe from Luke Chamberlain. And then Hornline's dagger, shorthanded with 2:45 left in the third period. 4-1 your final score. Give us your closing thoughts, Mr. Kelly.
Man, you gotta love today in Eugene. What a great day to be an Oregon fan. So Ducks are 2-0 against the Huskies in hockey and 1-0 in football. And what an awesome day for sports, and especially for hockey. What a great win for this team. Rosenberg flashed the leather and looked like an unreal goalie out there tonight. The special teams was clicking with 2 power play goals and a shorty, and snipes everywhere, and it just, what a great game for the Ducks tonight.
Well, our next broadcast will be next week, Friday, October 18th. Washington State comes to town. But all that matters tonight is 4-1 for the Ducks. They take the 2-0 series lead in the I-5 Cup. One last time for Brent Kelly, my name is Isaac Rosenthal. Thank you so much for joining us, and have an excellent rest of your night.